Hello everyone, welcome to cricketworld.com. We are back again with our daily match insights video. We're looking at the second day's play in the fourth test match between England and India that's being played at Old Trafford in Manchester. As always, I've got my friend and colleague Nikhil Narayan with me to analyze what happened on the second day's play. Nikhil, you've got to say that England have stolen a march over India and they are looking well placed to storm ahead in this test match.
Absolutely, Chandresh. Firstly, England made the new ball talk. They got rid of the last five Indian wickets for just 44 runs. And then when England came out to bat, Bazball was back. The Indian bowlers did not bowl a good line and length with the new ball. Uh, and Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley cashed in big time. And now at the end of the day's play, at the end of day two, England 225 for two, Chandresh in 46 overs. They have, remember, Jofra Archer bats at number 11 for them. So England in the driver's seat. India needs something special to come back in this test match, Chandresh.
Absolutely. Let's go over the day's play. You had the England skipper, Ben Stokes, who picked up a fifer. So it started off with Jadeja being dismissed, and then it seemed for a while that Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar were holding the innings together, but the innings was not going anywhere.
Absolutely, Chandresh. I thought firstly Ravindra Jadeja's wicket was a big one. Earlier in the day, Jofra Archer, bowling this brilliant line against left-handers. He's very successful against left-handers. That was a crucial wicket because Jadeja, as we saw in the last Test match, he can bat very well with the lower order. But Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar, they put together a decent partnership for the sixth wicket. But as you pointed out, it was not going anywhere. I thought while Thakur was taking reasonable calculated risk, Washington Sundar was a bit too circumspect. 27 of 90 balls overall. He could have sort of upped the ante. He has the shots, as all of us have seen in the IPL. So I thought he missed a trick there. Given Rishabh Pant was injured, and the tail was to follow, I think Washington Sundar should have taken a few more risks, scored a few more runs for India.
Yeah, and then in came Rishabh Pant against all odds with a fractured toe, hobbling, came out to bat, and it was difficult for him, you've got to admit. But I think Washington Sundar should have shown a bit more smartness over there. And the trap that was set for him, he fell for it, much like what Sai Sudarshan did.
Absolutely. Firstly, Washington Sundar, he should have upped the ante, and then he fell for the he fell on the bowling of Stokes. He fell for the trap, and also he did not bat very smartly with Rishabh Pant. Given that Rishabh Pant was injured. And he could hardly run. There was no need to take the singles. Rishabh Pant should have come out just try to hit the boundaries. And also at that point, I thought Washington Sundar could have also upped the ante, but he was still taking the singles, giving Rishabh Pant strike, and Rishabh Pant was clearly in pain. So overall, I thought Washington Sundar, was otherwise a very smart cricketer, did not bat very well for his 27 of 90 deliveries.
Yeah, and then Rishabh Pant was also dismissed once again by Jofra Archer, going for a shot and missing it completely. And he was castled by Jofra Archer. In the end, India still once again wrapped up quite cheaply. And then the English batters stepped out, and it was quite a one-way street as Ben Duckett and then his partner Zach Crawley simply destroyed the Indian bowlers. And it seemed for a while that India was lost because you had Jasprit Bumrah, who appeared to be a little off color. Mohammad Siraj appeared to be tired. Shardul Thakur was all over the place, and Anshul Kamboj was a bit nervous.
Yes, absolutely. I think two things happened there, Chandresh. One, the conditions drastically changed. When England came out to bat, in the first, when India came out to bat in the first innings, it was overcast, the ball was doing a bit. But when England came out to bat in the first innings, it was bright, sunny sky. It seemed like the wicket had changed completely. The Indian bowlers, even Jasprit Bumrah, wasn't getting much purchase of the wicket. So conditions changed drastically. But also, the Indian bowlers did not bowl a good line at all. Jasprit Bumrah had an off day. He bowled a few deliveries, on the leg stump. Ben Duckett cashed in. When Ben Duckett reaches 50, 72% of his runs, came from the leg side. So that it suggests that India was bowling. The lines were all over the place, too much outside the leg stump. They were trying a bit too hard. Jasprit Bumrah still came back. He tightened the screws. He went, overall economy was less than three, but the other bowlers, Kamboj, who shared the new ball, ultimately did get a wicket, but his initial spell was not impressive, not enough speed there also. Siraj looked a little lackluster, 10 overs for 50 years. Shardul Thakur was all over the place. Yes, he batted well, but if India had a Kuldeep Yadav instead of Shardul Thakur on a dry surface, maybe India missed a trick there. And Ravindra Jadeja looked the most threatening of the bowlers, for India, and he sort of got the wicket of Zach Crawley, breaking the opening partnership. Yeah.
And it seems that the Indian skipper seems to keep forgetting that he has an extra bowler in every test match, and this time it was Washington Sundar.
Absolutely. I think Shubman Gill has missed a trick here. The captaincy is still work in progress. When the Pacers were not doing well, he should have immediately gone to the spinners. He had Jadeja, he had Sundar, the wicket was dry. He saw Liam Dawson had dismissed Yashasvi Jaiswal. I think he missed a trick there. Jadeja should have come in much earlier. Washington Sundar should have come against the left-hander Ben Duckett. I think India, Shubman Gill missed a trick. He was almost waiting for the pace bowlers to almost fail completely before getting the two spinners, and he only got one spinner. I think India would regret that. If Jadeja and Sundar had come on a little earlier, maybe England would have been four down. So I think a little bit, captaincy work in progress. It's just his, first series. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and also someone like Anshul Kamboj, rated very highly in red ball cricket. He came in, looked a bit nervous. It seemed like the occasion was a bit overwhelming for him. He will have probably better days in Test match cricket in the future.
Absolutely. He's regarded very highly in the Indian domestic circuit by some of India's leading bowlers. But I think he's the sort of bowler who needs conditions to suit him. He needs a bit of overcast conditions, the pitch to do a bit. That did not happen when England came out to bat. India included him thinking that, the conditions would be overcast. That was the forecast, but unfortunately for them, it just changed completely when England came out to bat. Maybe day three would have something different. Maybe there's more rain in store. Maybe it will be overcast, and India can pick up initial wickets, and Kamboj plays a big role in sort of pegging England back. We'll have to wait and see. But he definitely needs help from the conditions, given his speed. Uh, I don't think he has those sort of skills which can tear open a batting order of England's caliber. On flattish conditions.
Yeah, we'll need to wait and watch what happens. Let's hope for India fans that there's some good news in store on the third day. That's it for today from us on cricketworld.com. We'll be back again with the third day's review. Till then, it's goodbye and God bless from both Nikhil and myself. You remember, you can log on to cricketworld.com, like, share, subscribe, and comment and be part of the conversation with both Nikhil and myself. Till then, it's goodbye. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.